Hi, and welcome to Improving Your Resume in 10 Minutes. My name is Cara Clifford, and today we're going to be using Microsoft Word 2013 to access templates for resumes and to improve them using styles and themes. So thank you guys for joining us. I also want to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can be kept up to date on all of our YouTube webinars that we do about once a week, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more. So again, I'm here in San Francisco, and I am happy to share just some tips and tricks of using Microsoft Word, specifically, again, styles, themes, and templates. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move to Word right now. I'm going to open up the application and we'll get started. So I have a Word open, and this is just a blank document. And one thing that you could do is you could start building your resume, putting all your content in there. But a way to save time is to use templates. So from the File tab of the ribbon, I'm going to go to the New option along the left-hand side. Now, there are thousands of templates available to use built into the program, and I'm going to go ahead and search for one of these templates right now. So I'm going to search resume. And you can see it's searching thousands of templates online. And here it pulls up a number of preset templates, right? So there's lots of these available for download. And you can even see on the right-hand side, there's resumes, templates for specific businesses, specific industries, all sorts of really great information. So I'm just gonna go ahead and download the first resume that I have here. It's a real simple one. And I'm gonna open that up, and it'll open a copy here. Now, because I'm logged into this computer as Cara C, that it found my name and it put that as the author of this document. So if I look in the File menu and the properties here, you'll see that it has my name there as well. So it's pulling that data from my Office 365 account. Here we have a resume. Again, I haven't put any of my personal experience in it, but I could go through and quickly update my address, telephone number, and email. Now, using templates is a great time saver, and even if you decide that you want to change a lot of it, it's a great starting off point. So let's go ahead and talk about what's important in a resume. Now, nowadays, as we apply for jobs, typically we want to tailor our resume to the specific job that we're applying for. So we don't want to use one resume for everything. We want to use a resume that's utilizing specific keywords in the job description, so that when companies run it through a search, that resume comes up high. So they want to make sure that you're actually tailoring your resume to the job itself. So in other words, that means you're going to have a lot of different resumes depending on what position you're applying for. So let's see how we can use styles and themes to save time and quickly update resume information formatting. So again, we're talking specifically formatting. So design themes are found under the Design tab of the ribbon. And if I go to the top here and select Design, I'm given a number of different options for changing the way this looks without having to redo anything. So as you can see, as I scroll over the top of these, it updates all of the formatting. Now, the reason that is happening is because styles have been used. So from the Home tab of the ribbon, I have a Styles section. Now, if you've never used styles, this is the key to not spending forever in Word. So we want to make sure we utilize styles so that we can quickly update our resumes with different design themes. So if I decide that my name, Cara Clifford, this is an author, this is using the title style, and I decide that I want to change that particular style heading, maybe I want to change it to heading 1 or heading 2, I can do that simply by changing that style used. But most of the time what I'm going to want to do is I want to keep that as a title style. I just maybe want to update the color or change the font. We're going to do that through themes. So from the Design tab of the ribbon, we have the Themes button, right? And all of these themes come with a certain set of fonts, colors, and effects. So as I scroll through these different design themes, I can see how it's affecting the look of my resume. So it makes it really easy to change the formatting or elements of your resume without having to start from scratch. I am not a designer. I always say that I'm not a designer. So picking out fonts and colors and styles, all of that is really torturous to me. So I love being able to use these design themes to really make a professional looking resume. So when you're choosing what style and what theme to apply for, there's a lot of little things you can do. Every organization, every company has their own set of fonts and colors. You can usually find that information from their website, and you could choose a theme that coordinates with the company that you're applying for's overall look. So there's an idea to just make sure that you stand out amongst the other applicants. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to a different design theme. Here I am back in my design tab of my ribbon, and I'm going to go ahead and select the depth theme. All right, so I choose the depth theme, and I really like the fonts. I like the way it looks. I like the size of the font, the spacing. And what I'm going to do now is I don't really like that color. It's a little bit seafoam green. The company that I'm applying for uses reds. So instead of redoing anything or manually coming here and highlighting that text and changing the font color, which is one way to do it, I'm going to undo that. I'm going to change the color of the theme. So from the design tab of the ribbon on the far right here, I have a colors option. And here I can scroll through all of the different color sets connected to these themes. And I can choose the red-orange or the orange-red theme and make sure that whatever I select coordinates or looks professional. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's do red-orange. So here I've selected another theme, and as I did that, you can see across the top of this design tab that all of my built-in style sets have updated. Okay, so each style comes with a whole set of style sets, excuse me. So as I scroll through these, the resume is updating. It's slightly different spacing, slightly different font size, slightly different alignment. And again, I can quickly go through and update my resume without spending all day. And again, you guys, this works not just for resumes, this works for any document that you're working on. Whether you're working on a project or report, styles and themes can quickly update your information and making it a lot easier than manually going through and choosing an individual font or an individual color for each piece of text on your document. Now, you can also create your own styles, and you can save those or update styles that you're currently working on. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do next. Let's say that I like this document, I like this heading one here, but it's not quite right? Oh, it looks like I got a notification. So this is a section right here, and this is breaking my resume into different parts. So this section right here, I want to update. Maybe I want to put a box around it, maybe I want to change the color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's say, update it to a new one of our colors, maybe this darker brown. Maybe it was a little too light. So while it is highlighted, I'm going to go up to my style section. I'm going to right click over the top of that particular style. And I know that this is the appropriate one because I have it highlighted and you see that blue box around it. And I'm going to choose Update Selection heading to match selection. And as I do that, you can see down below all of my other styles using that section style, all were updated with that darker color font. I know it's not super dark, so hopefully you guys could see that. So whether you want to create a new style, whether you want to update an existing style, styles can save you a lot of time when building resumes. Now, there's one last thing I want to mention, and I personally think this is the trick to working in Microsoft Word. We've all worked in Word and know how challenging it can be at times. So the symbol that most people know it by is the paragraph symbol, and it's found on the Home tab of the ribbon. And I'm going to turn it on right now. So from the Home tab of the ribbon, I have my Pelcro. I think that's the name of the symbol, Pelcro. If you turn on the Pelcro, this is going to show you spacing that you don't see with a character. This is the trick to figuring out why something isn't working, why it's not responding appropriately. When you see that Pelcro or paragraph symbol down at the bottom, you see that this is how big that font is going to be. And I can see that those little stars on the left, that shows me that I'm working within a table right now. So whenever you're having problems with Word and things aren't responding the way that you need them to, turn on that little paragraph symbol and save yourself a lot of time and frustration. You'll see things like section breaks and headers, all sorts of information. So that brings us to our 10-minute conclusion. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us for our Improve Your Resume in 10 Minutes using styles, themes, and templates. Again, remember, if you're interested in learning even more about Microsoft Word, check out learnit.com for classes. All of our classes can be attended remote or live in person here in San Francisco. And they will be different times during the week, but if you subscribe to the channel, you'll always be notified when those are there. So thank you so much for joining us. Thanks to everyone that helped me get this webinar going. Again, my name is Cara Clifford from Learn It, and have a wonderful rest of your day.